Florence in the 15th century is a city shaped not by crowns or conquest, but by credit, intellect, and invisible rule. At the opening of the 1400s, Florence does not resemble a power destined to dominate Europe. It has no king, no standing army, and no empire beyond its immediate territory. Its political system formally rejects permanent rule. Authority rotates rapidly. Leaders speak the language of civic equality rather than sovereignty. Yet by the early 15th century, Florence has already become one of the most influential cities on the continent. Its power does not arise from military force or inherited legitimacy. It emerges from calculation. Authority here is neither loud nor theatrical. It is embedded in contracts, obligations, and social memory. Power flows through credit networks, patronage, and reputation, shaping outcomes without openly commanding them. Florence is, in name, a republic. In practice, it is a city where influence accumulates quietly beyond official titles. At the center of this transformation stands a single family whose methods redefine governance for the modern world, the Medici. Their ascent is gradual and methodical. They do not overthrow institutions or seize power through violence. Instead, they master dependency. Through banking, mediation, and strategic generosity, the Medici position themselves as the solution to instability, offering continuity where the Republic offers constant rotation. Florence in the 1400s is not ruled by decree. It is ruled by necessity. The Republic and its limits. Florence is governed by the Signoria, a council drawn from elite guild families. Members serve brief terms, often just 2 months, before returning to private life. The system is designed to prevent tyranny by ensuring instability. On paper, it is egalitarian. In reality, it creates a vacuum. Power changes hands too quickly for long-term strategy. Continuity must come from elsewhere, from those who can sustain relationships, memory, and financial stability across decades. By the early 15th century, the Medici Bank becomes indispensable. Loans bind merchants, magistrates, and foreign rulers alike. Credit ties Florence together more effectively than law. The turning point arrives in 1434. That year, Cosimo de' Medici, previously exiled by rival factions, returns to Florence. His return is not marked by soldiers or proclamations. Power shifts through debt enforcement, political isolation, and the quiet rearrangement of alliances. Enemies are not imprisoned. They are ruined. Cosimo assumes no permanent title. He wears no crown and issues no declaration of authority. Yet from this moment forward, Florence's political life begins to orbit around his consent. The Republic survives. Its independence does not. The Duomo, intellect made stone, 1418, 1436. Rising above Florence stands the Cathedral of Santa Maria del Fiore. For decades, its unfinished crossing symbolized ambition without solution. In 1418, the city announces a competition to build an enormous dome without traditional scaffolding. The challenge is technical, but its meaning is ideological. Filippo Brunelleschi proposes a solution rooted in geometry, engineering, and empirical observation. His design rejects medieval convention in favor of calculation and innovation. When the dome is completed in 1436, it transforms the skyline and the city's self-image. This is not merely architecture. It is philosophy in stone. The dome declares that disciplined human intelligence can overcome limits once attributed to divine mystery or inherited authority. Visible from every district, it reminds Florence that greatness here is defined by intellect, not lineage. The Medici understand this immediately. They support it, finance it, and align themselves with its meaning, power without performance. Political life unfolds within the Palazzo della Signoria, a fortress-like structure whose exterior projects restraint and stability. Inside, governance proceeds through councils, votes, and procedures meant to appear collective and impersonal. Florence does not stage power. It normalizes it. Rituals repeat, offices rotate, language emphasizes civic virtue and shared responsibility. Yet by mid-century, outcomes become increasingly predictable. Major decisions rarely occur without Medici approval, even when their name never appears in official records. Authority here is not imposed, it is anticipated. The Medici Palace, wealth without provocation, see over 1444. Completed around 1444, the Palazzo Medici communicates its power through restraint. Its exterior avoids excess. Massive stone blocks arranged with deliberate regularity, projecting stability without arrogance. Inside, the atmosphere changes. Artists, scholars, diplomats, and merchants gather in spaces designed for conversation and cultivation. Philosophy is debated. Art is commissioned. Alliances are formed through hospitality. This is not aristocratic extravagance. It is strategic generosity. By transforming wealth into patronage, the Medici convert economic capital into loyalty. Culture becomes governance by other means. Humanism as order. Florentine art of the 15th century does not seek emotional excess. It organizes perception. Perspective is refined. Anatomy is studied. Space is rationalized. Artists like Masaccio and Donatello help create a visual language grounded in balance, proportion, and clarity. These works do not challenge authority. For once, they clarify it. Humanism in Florence does not dismantle hierarchy. It gives hierarchy intellectual coherence. Classical philosophy is revived not to destabilize society, but to systematize it. Knowledge under supervision. The Council of Florence, 1439. In 1439, Florence hosts the Council of Florence, convened to reconcile the Eastern and Western churches. Byzantine scholars arrive carrying Greek manuscripts long absent from Western Europe. The intellectual impact is immense, but controlled. Learning circulates through institutions shaped by patronage and oversight. Knowledge expands, but disruption is contained. Florence absorbs ideas selectively. Nothing enters without purpose. Daily life, discipline, and prosperity. Florence is a working city. Wool production dominates its economy. Guild regulations tightly structure labor and markets. Clothing signals status instantly through fabric, color, and cut. Public life unfolds in piazzas and churches. Private life remains enclosed within family structures. Excess is viewed with suspicion. Stability is valued above novelty. Life in Florence is not lavish. It is calculated. Conclusion. Florence in the 15th century is not defined by spectacle or conquest. Its influence emerges from systems that bind finance, culture, and governance into a single coherent order. From this city comes a new model of power, indirect, cultivated, and enduring. Florence does not rule by command. It governs by making itself indispensable.